used to the high speed. They basically ski in the high speed. So if maybe you are in the scene where the, I don't know, World Cup or EC or NORAM is going on, you will see that they warm up very slowly these days. They don't just push down and find the speed, because in the speed your body, your positions are not the same as we would like it to be, because you can lean on the forces and so on. So now we will just show you what do we do at the beginning. We try to them, because what's the biggest problem? When we say, okay, make a turn without, not a carving turn, just slowly turning your feet, pushing your knees slowly front and sidewards, they lose balance immediately because they lean on the Interski. And that's why we have to do this with them to get feelings back. They should lean more on the outside skis. So Istok will show you just a simple turn up the hill, and he will stop just with the small skis. Okay, this is the first thing we do. So and then we all can go and do it. From here. So this is not just what we think, it's what analysis, what mathematics shows us. So we work on the blades in the entrance of a turn. So usually we have a lot of problems with racers. The first move they do is putting their hip inside. That means that they leave their knees up, they don't bend them, they don't go down, and that in the case of a turn later, they are late in the turns. Okay, the line is not fast because they're making line down the gate, under the gate. So this is why we have to do some exercise that the hip, we are focused that in the gate, and in the turn entrance, if this is my left turn, my outer hip should be in front. So usually this is my next outer ski, it should be in front. So the position makes me to stand, to make deviation here in the hips, to start with the knees and ankles. So this is what we are focused, but basically most of them, they start to turn like this. So now we're going to do some exercises for that. This is the special why these small skis are used for. So, okay.
But I'll do on the right side because
we call it straight jacket. And straight jacket. Yeah. And we are using our carving technique already. The pistol or your finger has to be on the up the inner tip, so it has to be here. Okay, we are exaggerating, but if you want, there. Let's go. So he does the happy man. He goes only with his knees. His upper body is straight up. Then he makes a gentle push off. Transfers his body weight on the outer ski. Starting in the full line, again in the parallel position, and make a turn together. Okay?
outside, keep a little bit forward. Outside, keep a little bit forward. And then you overturn the fish, please. What's easier? When?
The last one.
Huh? This will push the edge. So you can push this edge or you can pull this edge. Yes. Okay.
Just approve what we are talking about. That's good. I have to be straight. This is just practicing the entrance of the turn, to entry. Nothing else. This is an analytical method. Maybe we want to practice how to go through. You know that alpine skier racers, they are really deviation? Separation. Okay. They really use this a lot because they cannot finish any course without this. This is a strict physical law. But when you finish, they have to finish the turn immediately after they pass the gate. And when they finish, they don't use much of a push-off. They just have to transfer their hips forward as close as the fall line is, or the line of the mass traveling. So they just do that. And in this moment, this ski has to be in front. This is what we are practicing now. So I hope you understand what we are doing now. Okay? We will try now with this, in the low speed I'm talking about. So with this is not possible. The both skis do the same angle, at the same time. So that's why we want to use this swift movement. Okay, the other thing we have here, it's very simple. Rub. You just put it back. This we use especially for ladies, excuse me again, because they have this national movement to place their hips a little bit in this position. Back bone, we put it like that. We want racers to make back cat position. So this is attacking position. They are forcing their balance front. And this just helps us to say them, okay, now place your hands forward, and they do immediately this. Okay, you can try later with skiing. If you didn't yet, so one of you should go with this. Later you can change and lay them between our feet and our tibias. Make sure that you don't put them down so you're stuck. Place them up as high as you can. Okay, this is a little muscle back there behind the knees, popliteus. We place the pulse on this muscle. Okay, the thing is, Tomasz will show you, you have to push out of hand inside. In that move you will make this switch in the entry, and on that kind you will push your knees inside. And before, we will make link turns already. Before you change, you already have to do this. So you go to the next turn. Okay?
Be careful, lift your foot a little bit more.
Lift them up, don't place them down.
Push it to the snow, because you'll fall down.
Okay, but make sure you do press your hand, our hand in front, so you can do it. Okay? Okay, Nate will show you again. Try to make only carving ski. Leave your upper body straight, don't lean inside the turn. Sorry? Place them on your hips, so you see where they're pointing at. So, but don't just hold them. Also try to open your palm a little bit and place them hard on your hips. Okay. This, when you make a turn before entry, you place your hips down, you place the poles down. Okay. So you make this position, and then you try to do the same link carving move turns with. We want them to be patient, to start really similar to what other nations do, and it's quite hard because of the coordination of the movement, but it's basic. First of all, they make a hip forward move, and then they change the turn. This is double movement. One single movement is when they just make a change up. Oh, sorry, skis they bring to them and they put them on the other side. But not any course is done in a way that all movements should be done. So each movement is done on every course. So that's why the best one wins that completes all the movements in the right time. So the timing and choosing the right movement. This is for the training, they do it automatically. So this is just a classic movement we have been doing. And this is one thing, this is the patterns. The other thing is of course, how did they lead skis. One is carving, and the one is, we call it pivoting, because they are looking the right time to attack. They don't do a big circle, big line, because they lose time. So all those three movements and those two different leading skis combined, this is all what alpine racers now at this time should know. So now you know how much work we have to deal with them first on the free skiing, especially with young ones, that they get educated with this, that they can try later on the courses. And that's why the age limit with the racers became so close to 30. You know that back in 20 years, the best skiers were around 18, 20 years of age. Now, because they have to learn a lot. Okay, you have some kids that are really good already, but to be a complete racer, we have to teach them all of it. So this was just a classic. Okay?